Hey gang, what's going on? I'm the Blue Ranger, and I wanted to talk to you about something else that happened in Destiny with the April update, and that would be the vendor reset. But before we get to the vendor reset, I wanted to show off my Dead Space Guardian. I'm going to do another video, it probably already happened frankly, about how I bought $100 worth of those Sterling packages and it was not pay to win, if you haven't figured that out already. But I wanted to do it for science, and what did I get out of it? I learned that it was pay to look badass. So, this is my Guardian that looks like an awesome motherfucker who did some serious killing in Dead Space. And I just also wanted to take a brief moment to show off this here awesome pulse rifle. Now, I know that I showed it off in a clip from Twitch because I just had to put something up on it real quick. But this thing, the sights, it's alright. I like the quick draw, it does its thing, but perfect balance, high caliber rounds, and counterbalance. GG, Bungie. GG. Now, let's go into the vendor resets. So, there's some really cool stuff in all the vendors, and I think that they're all worth trying out. Probably one of the most notable, though, and we're just going to start off strong here with the Future War Cult. So, I mean, you've got some decent stuff in here, but there's two really notable things. The first being the Villainy. This pulse rifle, if you haven't gotten one like I did, is basically perfect. You've got yourself the red dot, ORSI, or S1. You've got yourself the focus lens, and you got the quick draw. Then you have Head Seeker, perfect balance, and glass half full. You pretty much just run the gambit right across the top there, you're going to be fine. But you also have reinforced barrel, and I mean, you're not going to use skip rounds, but you can basically use either one of these and you're going to be happy. This is pretty much a perfect roll. The other thing that you want to take note of as fusion rifles become more and more popular in the meta, as I'm sure they will, is the vacancy. I don't know anything about these sights, so I'm not even going to pretend to tell you if these are good or not. I have no clue. Hot swap is actually okay on a fusion rifle. A lot of people immediately see hot swap and they go, nope, I'm out. I want nothing to do with that. But the fact of the matter is, on a fusion rifle, that ain't so bad. But then you get into braced frame, which is, I don't want to say a necessity, but it maxes out the stability on this fusion rifle. It absolutely maxes out the stability. It's perfect. It's perfect. And then you go over here and you have rangefinder. Danger close, meh. But rangefinder, braced frame, hot swap, this is exactly what you're looking for in a fusion rifle. So if you think the fusion rifle is a lot of people think it's going to be what they're going to start using as it's going to become more and more the meta, try that out. You're going to be happy with that decision. Obviously, you can't buy everything right away, and you want to see what you get as a drop. Like I was about to buy the Villainy, and then I got this awesome roll on this pulse rifle, so I'm really glad I didn't. The other thing worth noting over here in the Vanguard weaponry is the Apple of Discord is a decent roll. The Apple of Discord has Head Seeker and Counterbalance with hand-loaded or reinforced barrel. Either one of these is okay. I don't, hand-loaded isn't that impressive on paper, but I think it does. I think it helps. I think it helps the weapon out quite a bit, and reinforced barrel is probably going to be what you go for. But once again, I don't know a whole ton about Haka scopes, so you're going to have to make the decision for yourself. But they don't seem like bad options at all. Now, moving on across the way here over to our good friends over at Dead Orbit, there was really only one thing. First and foremost, we gotta be honest, the pulse or the scout rifle, it's just not there anymore. It's just not there anymore. The Hung Jury, if you didn't buy the last one, it's still a good scout rifle, but this roll, you know, it's not a bad roll, but you know, Feather Mag, like this right here, doesn't do anything for me. So, Third Eye, if you're into that kind of thing in life support, it's a good PvE weapon, just like the last one is, but it's not great. The only one I want to keep an eye on in here is the Patch A. The Patch A with, you got, linear compensation, I didn't even know that. So you got linear compensation, final round, that's final round, right? Yep, final round, knee pads, and either hand-loaded or rifled barrel, and rifled barrel is going to give you that extra range. This guy is going to be a monster, so keep your eye on that. I want to know what people do with it. I haven't gotten into the PvP section of the game yet since the April update came out, but I think that could be a shotgun worth using. This is all stuff that I ran around and did in my stream right as it came to launch, so there is some video floating around of me talking about this already if you haven't seen it, but I decided I wanted to condense it down and make it something a little bit more simple with a little less interaction with the Twitch chat, which is, I love it. That's why I do Twitch, because I love talking to people. But for this format, I figured it would be easier for me to just run around and check this stuff out real quick. Now, over in the Crucible, there was only 2 things in here that really drove me crazy. I mean, I could probably flip through here really quick and just make sure... Oh, machine gun. I mean, if you're into a machine gun, this Smolder's got a good roll on it. This machine gun's got a good roll on it. Now, hang on. What's on this Panta-Ray? Knee pads, rangefinder, rifled barrel, feather mag. That's decent. It's decent. If it had braced frame, that would be perfect. Hand cannon's okay. I know a lot of people like the Byronic Hero, and this has got luck in the chamber. I mean, Underdog's not going to do me any good, but Snapshot's not bad. Explosive rounds, it's okay. As for this guy, triple tap, I've actually found a new love for. I'd never really used triple taps, so let me just go through. Zen Moment, it's good, but this tree doesn't do anything for me, so that's something to be considered. The Hawksaw, let's see again. I'm trying to remember, because these are actually the auto rifles are what I really wanted to talk about. No, this is meh, nothing. Okay, what I really wanted to talk about is the Deal Breaker, which with crowd control, counterbalance, and braced frame, I mean, go for it. That looks awesome. The other one too, the Antipodal Hindsight here with Rodeo and Hidden Hand, and then you also throw on Rifled Barrel. GG. You can do good with either one of those auto rifles. I would buy either one of them. I'd seriously consider it if I were you. Now, what are we hiding down here? Available bounties. They're over here now? Oh. I haven't done anything PvP so far. So the Crucible stuff I haven't really messed with. All I've really done is look at the different different weapons. That's all I've done. So let's give a rundown here to what I would consider the best for last. And I know that's a little bizarre. I started with Future War Cult, which is a very close second. But I'm really excited with what's going on down here at New Monarchy. And we're running, and we're running, and we're running. Okay, we're here. Now, what I liked about this were 2 different weapons. Now, I understand that they just made it so that I'd hit the button too quickly and exit out. But what they just did is they just nerfed these high fire rate. Now, I don't really know if this classifies as a high fire rate, though it seems that way. It's higher, but perfect balance, counterbalance, reinforced barrel. GG. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want to see in an auto rifle myself. This is perfect stability with range. This very well could be the next auto rifle that I pick up. This is an extremely exciting build for me. That's definitely something you're going to want to check out if you've got the coin for it. The other thing in here that I was actually laughing pretty hard at this sniper rifle. Surplus, partial refund, and I think maybe explosive rounds. Injection mold? I don't know. I don't know why you'd put this roll on anything. I wouldn't buy that. That gun is going to make New Monarchy 0 money. But what I am really excited about, though, is this Burden of Proof shotgun right here. So what we got going on here is rangefinder, and considering the speed at which this thing fires, throwing an extra bit of range on there is incredible with final round. So you only have 5 shots in the magazine, it fires extremely quickly, you're going to use that final round. And then you add in on top of that rifled barrel, look at that range. The range on this thing at the speed you can fire it and final round, this could be the new meta in terms of shotguns. I'm being completely serious. This thing could be an absolute monster in the Crucible. So if the Crucible is your kind of thing, that's something you're probably going to want to check out. But guys, as far as the weapons go in the vendors right now, that's what I'm looking at. Those are my suggestions. That's what I think you should do. If you have used any of these weapons, please let me know, because I haven't actually tried any of them out yet. The only one I picked up was the Vacancy, the fusion rifle from Future War Cult, and I haven't tried it out yet because I want to take it into PvP and see what happens. That being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you've used and what you've liked and not liked, so that I know what to use myself and what other people watching this video know what to try. But of course, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. You can catch me on Twitch Monday through Friday at 5:30 p.m. at Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this update. I hope you are too. And until next time, guys.